Today we're machining a case-hardened water swivel with ceramic inserts, and we are going to light it up. G'day guys, Matt from Hal Heavy Duty. We're an Aussie machine shop specialising in the drilling industry. This video is part 2 of a water swivel rebuild. In the previous video, I had pulled the swivel apart, we had turned down the spindle that I'll be working on today, and it had been sent away for case hardening. It has now returned, and today we're going to machine it down to size. Anyway, let's get cracking. So the process with this, it gets case hardened. Now what that means is the part that I sent off gets heated to 927 degrees Celsius. They pack it with carbon into a box in the oven at 927 degrees, and it actually draws the carbon into the surface of the steel, increasing its hardness greatly. This is 60 Rockwell hardness now, a lot harder than what it was when it got sent down. And the amount of time that it spends in the oven is how deep the actual case hardening will go. So this has spent 12 hours in the oven, meaning it's to a depth of 1.2 millimeters radially. So it's got more than 1 mil of hardness there, where it's like really hard, enough that I can machine just a tickle off it to bring it up to a nice finish. Because once they heat it, it then gets cooled in the box, and then they'll reheat it again after that to 790 degrees. Hold that temperature for half an hour, and then they'll water cool quench it. So once that process is finished, it'll then be tempered at 200 degrees for 6 hours. And the reason they do that is it reduces the brittleness and increases the toughness. And then they send it off and give it a little blasting, which is what has been done here. And now I'm going to do some final machining to bring these up to a beautiful surface. To do that, I'm going to need to use ceramics, because carbide, very unlikely to cut it. But yeah, the ceramics actually bring it up nice. I could use diamond or a whole bunch of different things, but the ceramics do just fine. All right, we're going to get this in the lathe, and for those who saw my first video on this, you can see my scratch marks just visible right there, which needs to be jaw 1, go right here for it to grab at the best spot possible. All right, let's get you in, buddy. Just see it. There are your little ceramics, see them there? They weigh almost nothing. Run them without coolant, high RPM, low feed. We use these on induction hardened chrome, they're bloody magic. Get out large set of measuring tools out. Now I've just checked, this is a little 325, so I've just checked that, and it's come in at, so put your hand behind it in the comments, that'll help. Not helping at all. Put my glasses on. Nice. All right, let's see what you've come in at. That's it there. One of the things that I'm doing when I measure with these larger ones, because it's very easy to have them a little bit cockeyed or on an angle, Aussie slang for you. Anyway, You can see that where it's case hardened and I've run the dial indicator, there's just an ever so faint line there. I just line it up by eye from there and making sure both anvils are actually aligned along there when I measure it. And as I've done that just now, she's come up pretty well spot on, exactly where I left it, which is 301.5, bang on the dot, right? 301.5, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I'm just going to take the tiniest tickle. I'll show you what I did in the last one because I always take good notes. See, the previous one I rebuilt was in worse condition than this. So we machined the last one to 301 and then I case hardened it and turned it down to 300.4, which still leaves a full mil of case hardening. So it takes just a little bit off, 0.2 each side, 0.3 each side, which is fine. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this from 301.5, the one that I've got, because this is off the previous, and take 0.25 aside and see how that cleans up. We'll take a little tickle first to get our measurements, and then we'll do one final pass. Wish me luck. Now I'm going to set my 0 point as this shoulder here, so that when I come in, that's the final point. And so you can see it right there. I'm just going to touch on there, right, with the insert. That way when I finish off, it'll just tickle its way out, because I'm going to run it in semi-manual mode. So that's my 0 point, and then we'll start from here until it gets to 0. That's how I like to do it anyway. Yeah. Point one at a time. There we go. That's it there. Now I'm going to go take a nice just a tickle cut off. That will be fine. I'm going to go. That'll be good. Minimal possible. Make it a nice 301.1, I've decided. Let's make you shine. For those who want the details, I'm going 160 RPM, but it's 151 meters a minute is the part that I am most interested in, okay? So 150 meters a minute. You can go faster, but this will be just fine. No coolant. You don't run coolant with ceramics because heat's not an issue. All right, 301.1, and we'll go to this is the semi-manual mode that these Colchesters run in. Feed of 0.2, 5 potentially, but I'm going to just keep it nice and slow because it is very hard material. Let's do it. So we're going to pick our direction, and this will engage the feed. When I pull on this little lever, off she goes. Light him up. That is some hard material. Nothing to about. Same thing happens when you do induction hardened chrome. Just rotate him slowly so we can have a look. You see, it hasn't fully cleaned up, and that is due to a little bit of distortion in the case hardening process, which is to be expected. Bit of heat distortion. That'll happen when you get heated to 900 degrees. All right, let's do this. Take another tiny little tickle off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. I knew I heard something. I've lost half a bloody insert. That's not ideal. Alright, I'm going to pull that out. Probably best to put a new one in, eh? I reckon that's pretty munted. Still cut though. Supervisor, ever watching. Oh, that'll cut fine. They're very light. That one's come up nice. This one's giving me some troubles. So, yeah. So, because they've got to be exactly the same, it's going to be interesting. Now, let's see what I can do. Starting to clean up nicely now. Good. Very good. All right, let's finish this thing off. Now that is bloody magic. Oh, beautiful. That has turned out lovely. And that, my friends, is done. Out you come, buddy-o. Just has come up magic. Good job, little ceramic buddy. Good job. I'll just quickly show you this. So you'll see the swarf was stringing off, right? It is not particularly dangerous. It's 0.1 of a mil or 0.05 of a mil thick, so less than the strand of a hair. But you can just, very brittle, very hard, you can just tear it. So it wasn't dangerous. If you see long stringy swarf normally, it's like a razor blade. This, nothing to worry about. Anyway, just thought you'd want to see that. Well, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Did get a little bit hairy there for a minute, but she's all good. At the end of each job, I tend to ask myself, what worked, what didn't, what can I do better? Now, what worked is, I think the ceramics are really good for that particular, like machining that. What didn't, now, by the way, if you're a machinist and you do this kind of stuff regularly and you would do it differently, by all means, let me know in the comments. I'm always open to better ways of doing things. I really have no ego around the work that I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the job done. So what didn't, or what could I have done better? I think the feed that I was using at the start, I might have been spinning a little bit fast and feeding a little bit hard, because I slowed that down for the final pass and it came up beautifully. So backing off the feed, which tends to be better with ceramics. What I was trying to do was just make sure I got the best finish possible, but it all turned out well in the end. So if you are new to the channel, let me know in the comments where you are tuned in from. And if you haven't yet subscribed, look guys, I just do a weekly, usually weekly video where it's just heavy duty machining, mostly me just trying to get the job done. We've got a great little crew in here and we do have a lot of fun with what we get up to. But in the next video, I'm going to be using some of my favorite tools. One of my original big bars in the CNC we call the Hydra, to machine out all the bronze, and we'll put the whole thing together. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I will catch you in the comments and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh shit, there you are. Hey buddy, what are we going to call him? There you go, bud. See you, dude. Does it pass Teddy's quality control? What is on your nose? Penny. Have you eaten someone and hidden the body? What's on your nose? She is the wildest guard dog, but she's a good girl. You're crazy, but you're good, aren't you, Penny? We call her Pennifer Lopez, or Penny Dreadful. When I say we, it's me. Oh, darling, you're such a good girl. You're gonna get some new friends soon, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Just. Oh no!